The One Piece live action is a show that before it came out, nobody was expecting it to be anything special.
But what the hell, boy?
But now, I think it changed all of our minds. Join me in this video as I tackle Season 1 and Season 2 and give my thoughts on what I think about the series as a lifelong One Piece fan. Let's do it. Season 1 was a good introduction, but it had a lot of things left to be desired. The acting was okay, it mostly followed the manga, but some things had to be cut, as what happens with almost any live action adaptation. The CGI was pretty rough in some areas, and it was extremely noticeable. The makeup and characters also a little rough, especially on Arlong, some other characters. They could have been a little bit better. Luffy had his charisma. Zoro was amazing in the first season. Nami had great acting, but Sanji had some of his less savory character traits turned down. I think you know which ones.
What did I do?
And Usopp had almost all of his early moments taken from him. When it comes to Syrup Village, his big moments, they were gone because they had to be compressed for time and somebody had to get cut, and I guess Usopp just got the short end of the stick. Unfortunately. Season 1 left some people questioning Netflix's choices. East Blue is generally considered the slowest part of One Piece, both in and outside of the manga. So it had its work cut out for it if it wanted to be successful. But really, it had all the makings of a good show if it continued. I would say it had a 50-50 chance of being goated or a complete disaster after the first season. And now, I see we got our answer. So next, I want to talk about Season 2, starting off with Logtown. The budget really makes Logtown come alive. Now that the show has proven itself, it can do more to really capture Oda's vision for locations in the series. The return of Bucky is when it really felt like, oh shit, they're for real doing this.
It's Buggy!
This is gonna be good. I wasn't too fond of Buggy as a character until Impel Down, but this live action version proves that some elements of the live action can be better than even the anime. Having Bartolomeo show up was a good addition. I really liked his banter with Buggy. I like how Buggy kept trying to check him, but he just couldn't. Bartolomeo was just, too fly. The courtroom scene also had me laughing. It was hilarious. There's nothing better than seeing Buggy as a lawyer. Can you imagine that? It's like seeing the Joker as a lawyer. I'm sure you've seen something like that, or Joker in court having to pay his taxes. It has that feel. I liked the introduction of Tashigi. She really seems like her anime counterpart. This actor really sells the role. Smoker is also good. He seems pretty badass. I liked his fight with Luffy. But moving on, let's talk about Reverse Mountain. Reverse Mountain was pretty good, but I was a little disappointed that my favorite line from Crocus got cut.
You try it and someone's going to die. And who's that? Me, of course.
Laboon is big as fuck, which I like, but he also looks very cute as a baby whale. The CGI on him was good. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Well, really that's to be expected now that Netflix gave One Piece
A small loan of $1 million.
a bigger budget compared to the first season. I like the inclusion of Brook early to foreshadow his link with Laboon in Thriller Bark, though some people might be too blinded by racism to appreciate his casting.
Damn. I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
Another layer of foreshadowing is Luffy doing the Nika dance while singing Bink Sake to Laboon. It's small inclusions like these that really sell me on the fact of Oda's involvement in the creation of this show, and the showrunner's love for the series and attention to detail. Whiskey Peak. Igaram works well as Mr. 8. I really liked him as an actor. I really like this actor. That's all I can say. He just has the feeling, a heartwarming feeling. And he's a black man, and I like that.
Oh shit. Just made it worse.
Who made this goddamn shit?
I like when good black role models show up in my TV shows. What can I say? I liked him better in this live action than I did from the anime. It was also entertaining when Sanji returned to his perverted roots, though I did think it was a little out of character that he was willing to share one of his twins with Usopp. I would not have done that. But by far, my favorite part of season 2 is the fight of Zoro versus 100 Baroque Works agents. Everything about this fight was amazing. It really elevated the violence in the show in a way that made my mouth gape. It's all that I imagined it would be after I watched it for the first time in the anime years ago. My only complaint with Whiskey Peak is that Luffy didn't wake up and start fighting Zoro after he saw that he killed all of the Baroque Works agents.
You trying to kill me? Die!
Other characters from Whiskey Peak were also really good, even compared to the anime. Like Mr. Five. Mr. Five is everything I imagined Mr. Five would be. I really liked Mr. Five in the anime. I really liked his powers, how he can flick his boogers and they explode, how he can blow in a gun, shoot it, and it explodes. Amazing, awesome.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
When they get to Little Garden, Usopp finally gets to shine, as he really didn't get to in the first season. When Brogy told him that bravery is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. That scene really made me tear up. Mr. 3 lives up to his reputation as an artiste. He's supposed to be an assassin, but he's more focused on art than killing. And the actor really sells it perfectly. These characters frozen as wax statues should canonically all be dead. But I thought that was bullshit in the anime when they all survived, so yeah, Drum Kingdom. Chopper was done justice in Drum Kingdom. I'm glad they went with a plush toy looking Chopper and not a more realistic Chopper, like something from the Sonic movie when its first trailer dropped. Dr. Hirolik is more sympathetic in this version. In the anime, all I could think was, wow, this guy really should not be treating patients. When they say he's a quack doctor, yeah, he kind of is.
Relax. I be a doctor.
I've seen criticisms online saying that it's hard to take his emotional scenes seriously because of his looks and his crazy looking hair. But honestly, that's what One Piece is all about. It's a goofy pirate show, but it can still make you feel something. It can still make me feel those emotions in spite of, or maybe even enhanced by, the show's weirdness. Dr. Kureha is on point. Dalton is on point. I have no complaints about either of them. The design of Wapol's minions, they look disgusting. I love it. I love the body horror. Speaking of Wapol, I question the decision to have Nico Robin give him his devil fruit instead of him already having it. I always assumed his metallic mouth was a feature of his abilities. However, he has the best costume design in the series by far. He looks sick as fuck. How big he moves, how his mouth moves, how he fights by just throwing his weight around. He gives Buggy a run for his money as one of my favorite characters in the live action. And the best part is, he doesn't overstate his welcome either, like in the anime. Watching the anime for the first time, I remember Luffy would just finish him off so I could move on. In this version, I was pissed that he was defeated. I wanted more. I wanted more episodes, like right now. I wanted episodes. I wanted to see more of these characters of this show. It was amazing. Now, to wrap things up, dear viewer, One Piece is a hard show to convince people to watch. It's too long. The anime has over 1,000 episodes. The manga has over 1,000 chapters. The pacing in the anime is just atrocious. It's one of the hardest shows to watch, especially nowadays in modern media. There's so many other shows that you could spend the time watching rather than the slow, boring pacing of early One Piece, of East Blue. But the live action delivers on a more digestible version for general audiences. You can tell that the creators of the show are true One Piece fans. Even the cast radiates real Straw Hat energy. They feel like the actual crew come to life. I like that the show is even willing to kill off characters that are still alive in the manga. One of my biggest criticisms of the original story is that some characters, they get full-blown death scenes, but they come back later with no really good explanation. Sometimes Oda, it seems like he's just afraid to kill off characters, and I don't like that. So yes, One Piece live action. Season 1, it's a good start, but Season 2 is really peak. Yes, it is that damn good. So if you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch it. And if you have seen it, let me know in the comments what you think about the One Piece live action Season 1 and Season 2. I can't wait to see what you say. Have a good one. Be safe and drink some water. Bye.